Work hard. Be somebody. Be something more than what you see in the mirror. Let the world be your mirror. Don't let them judge you, because the mirror can't judge you. You judge what you see in the mirror.
What's up, YouTube? It's Tyreek Knight. You tuned into Ty's Life. I'm about to be reacting to another Jimmy High Roller video, another Jordan video. This one is kind of interesting. It's different. So it's about Michael Jordan's son. So it's called How Good or Bad Were Michael Jordan's Kids at Basketball. So I've heard a lot about Jordan's kids. I heard they were all right. They weren't like that good to make the NBA. So like they didn't make the NBA, but I think one of his sons owns like just one of Jordan's stores. It's like a store for just exclusive Jordans. So yeah, he's doing big things. He's a businessman. I don't know about the other one, what he's doing, but yeah. But it's based off of how good they were or bad when they were playing basketball. So it should be an interesting video. Jimmy Harlow videos. If you watch Jimmy Harlow videos or you watch my videos, because I react to a lot of his videos. I said videos like 10 times. I did that last video. I don't know what's wrong with me. I keep on saying videos, but need to get a thesaurus for the word video, because I keep on saying that. But yeah, this video should be good. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's get it. Oh, like, comment, subscribe, share. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. So yeah, definitely tap the subscribe button, tap the bell beside the subscribe button so you can be notified when I post. Yeah, let's get it.
Being the son of Michael Jordan, how great would that be? Well, actually, it's not quite what you would imagine. What's up, everybody? It's Jimmy, and Michael Jordan needs no introduction. The best to ever do it. He's got it all. The touch, the finesse, killer instincts, the hops, the size, massive hands, and the list goes on and on for about an hour. Something that may not be so common knowledge is the fact that Michael has two sons, Jeffrey and Marcus. I could only imagine how great these two are at basketball. See, genetics are pretty interesting. Two parents, two set of genes. You may get some from your father and some from your mother. Or in the case of the Jordan brothers, you get a lot from your mother and, quite honestly, not very much from your father. Simply put, Marcus and Jeffrey didn't obtain much of the Air Jordan gene. They can't float through the air, or send defenders flying through the air with a pump fake, or crush an opponent with just a look. But to expect these brothers to be even half the player their father was is a monumental task. So how bad or good were they? Well, let's start with Michael's eldest son, Jeffrey. At 6'1", Jeffrey didn't get his dad's height. But that's not much of a surprise considering the Jordan family wasn't very tall. Michael's father was 5'9", his mother was 5'5", and his older brother was just 5'8". Considering his family's heredity, Michael hit the genetic jackpot with his height. Jeffrey, not so much. When Jeffrey entered high school, the hype was real. As you can assume, people were awaiting the next MJ, and who better than the son of Michael himself? However, by the end of his sophomore season, the hype had died down as fans realized Jeffrey wasn't the player Michael was. Towards the end of his high school career, the largest notable accomplishment Jeffrey had was a league championship, and he was only being recruited by a few schools. The schools that were semi-interested were small, and sadly, he was never offered a scholarship from a major university. Not one. So he decided to join the basketball team at the University of Illinois as a preferred walk-on. While at the University of Illinois, Jeffrey made enough of an impact to earn himself a full-ride scholarship by his sophomore season, but decided.
So if you guys haven't watched my old video about Carleton, so that's the team he's playing against right now in this clip is a Canadian university. I've done a video on this, like I reacted to a video about them, and they just beat up on NCAA teams in the summer, like before like the season's about to start, like the NCAA season and the CIS season. They would Carleton would play D1 teams, NCAA D1 teams, and beat on them and just beat them. They blew out a couple mid to high D1 teams, and they beat a lot of good teams. They beat Alabama when Colin Sexton was on the team. So I reacted to a video like that. So if you guys want to go back, if you're interested in that, you guys can go back to my video. And some months ago, might have been like 6 months ago, whatever, something like that. But yeah, that video is crazy. My brother played on Carleton, so I know a lot about them. So yeah, that team's crazy.
To leave school just months later. But you know, I do find it interesting that of all the kids that need a scholarship to afford college, they gave it to the one player that could pay for college with his family's spare change. Shortly after leaving Illinois, Jeffrey enrolled at the University of Central Florida for 1 year to play with his younger brother Marcus. All in all, he averaged 1.6 points, 0.8 assists, and 1.2 rebounds a game in college. Numbers that make LeVar Ball's college numbers look like GOAT material. But he did play college basketball at a D1 program. Some say this is solely due to his surname, but either way, I think it's safe to say, although he didn't live up to the hype, he was a good player to normal standards. Now, the other brother, Marcus, on the other hand, was actually pretty damn good. As a 6'3" shooting guard, Marcus was undersized for his position, but made up for it with his pure scoring ability. In high school, Marcus was ranked the 60th best shooting guard in the country, according to ESPN, and had an overall scouting grade of 87. Basically, he was a solid 3-star recruit. He even had his own Jordan moment during the state championship game his senior year when he led Whitney Young High School to the Illinois 4A state championship title. He scored a game-high 19 points and even sunk a pair of clutch free throws to put away the game 69-66. By the end of his high school career, Marcus averaged 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists per game on his way to earning the state tournament MVP honors. Unlike his brother, Marcus received quite a bit of attention coming out of high school and eventually accepted an offer to play at the University of Central Florida. While at UCF, Marcus made an immediate impact by earning all-conference freshman team honors and later earning all-conference second team honors while averaging 12, 3, and 3 throughout his college career. Oddly enough, Marcus's biggest impact on the court wasn't from his play.
So Marcus is the one that owns that store with all the exclusive Jordans. So yeah, he's the one that's the businessman. I don't know what the other brother's doing right now, but yeah.
As a freshman at UCF, the athletic program was in the final year of a 5-year contract with Adidas. Every sport, every shoe, jersey, and arm sleeve was and had to be Adidas. But, in Jordan-like fashion, Marcus let his ego get the best of him and insisted on wearing Nike Air Jordan shoes out of loyalty to his father. This eventually prompted Adidas to terminate its sponsorship deal with UCF. This was huge. We are talking about a transaction in the tens of millions of dollars, ripped to shreds by one athlete. Ironically, the biggest moment of Michael Jordan's son's basketball career was still all about Michael Jordan. They couldn't escape their father's legacy, even while trying to pay respect to it. The Jordan brothers were actually pretty good hoopers. They both played Division I basketball, and they both made a semi-large impact on their respective programs. But by the end of the day, none of this matters in the eye of the public. Jeffrey and Marcus could have dominated college basketball, became lottery picks, and led their teams to NBA titles, and it still wouldn't have lived up to Jordan's legacy. Make it to the NBA? Well, their father dominated the NBA. Win an MVP? Their father won multiple. Win a title? Their father three-peated twice. In fact, they could have achieved the same exact level of success of MJ, and I wouldn't doubt the argument would sound something like, well, Michael did it.
Yeah, facts. Honestly, yeah, they could. It was like nearly impossible for them to live up to what their dad did in the past. It's almost impossible. I mean, they could have been decent NBA players, and they would have earned my respect. They still earned my respect because they made it to D1. They did all that, and like it's not easy to make it to D1. You can argue that they made it because of Jordan, but it looked like they were playing on good teams in high school, and like they were putting up decent numbers, and they're making a name for themselves. It probably did help that they're Jordan's sons, but it is what it is. But if they made it to the NBA and did all that work and like, it would be nearly impossible for them to live up to Jordan though. So like living in Jordan's shadow is kind of tough. It is what it is, but
first. But this is how it was always going to be for the Jordan brothers. It was fate. Being the son of Michael Jordan sounds amazing, like a dream come true.
That's the only thing I'm worried about Bronny. Like, Bronny living up to LeBron James's standards is like, that's gonna be tough. Like, he has potential. He could get up to that point. If he grows to 6'8", like around there, or even like 6'6" or something, like he probably will, because he grows a lot. Like, he's been growing. I think he's like 6'3", if I'm not mistaken, 6'3", 6'4", around there. So he's getting there. He's getting there. He's still I think he has like maybe 3 years left. I think he has 3 years left in high school. So he has years to grow. And yeah, I think he'll be good. But to live up to LeBron's standard, because LeBron, some people think LeBron's the GOAT. I don't think LeBron's the GOAT. I think it's Jordan. But some people will argue that LeBron's the GOAT. And but honestly, like, just, I think LeBron's the second best of all time. And for Bronny to live up to that standard, that's just tough. So, but I don't know. It's probably not the same case as the other Jordan brothers, because everybody's seeing Bronny's potential, and I think he's ranked pretty high in the ESPN, and I think he already got looks from I think he got a look from Duke or something like that. So yeah, so he should be good, but he might have to go through that in like a not as like extreme as these guys, but he's probably gonna have to go through that when he gets to college or the NBA. Yeah. They're already comparing LeBron and Bronny right now, and like, I see some similarities, like the IQ, the passing. Bronny's not really a scorer. He can score the ball, but he's not like always trying to look to score. Bron is like that, but Bron will just score because he's just that gifted. Like, he'll put up like a quiet 28, 9 and 9. Like, Bronny. I think Bronny would probably have to work harder to get to that, to get a 28, 9 and 9. But Bronny's decent. I could see him being a good NBA player. So that's one thing that I could compare Jordan's sons and compare the situation with Bronny. And I'm just curious to see how it pans out in the matter of time, as he has a lot of years. And yeah, we'll see where Bronny gets to, but he definitely has pressure on him to live up to his dad's standards, and that is tough, because LeBron is he's that guy. He's that guy, second best of all time. That's hard to live up to.
Hooper, until you actually consider it and you realize being the son of the greatest basketball player ever means you either surpass your father as the GOAT, or you underachieved. For f***'s sake, Jeffrey and Marcus didn't even play themselves in Space Jam. No.
Like, honestly, I would even say, like, for in Bronny's situation, I would even say, if he doesn't get to LeBron's like get as good as LeBron, I don't think that's failure for him. I feel like if he gets to the NBA and ends up being like an all-star and being like a top player for his team, like, if he doesn't, like, I think it all depends if he grows or not. But if he really gets to that point where, I think, outside looking in as a basketball fan, if I see that he really like was putting in that work, but he was just like, his growth was stunted by certain like things, were not being as big as his dad or not being as tall as his dad. Like, I feel like if he really reaches his max potential, which is like just being a force in the NBA, probably winning championships, like, if no matter what height he gets to, he's ready at 6'4". But like, honestly, if he doesn't get to LeBron's like get as good as LeBron, I don't think that's failure, to be honest. But y'all let me know in the comments. Yeah. No,
literally, the director actually hired child actors to play Michael Jordan's children instead of just casting Michael Jordan's actual children. But what else would you expect at this point? Jordan said it best in his Hall of Fame speech. You guys have a heavy burden. I wouldn't want to be you guys if I had to. Hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, until next time.
So yeah, that was a great video. Yeah, that was an interesting video.
Cut on.
it just had me reflecting on the whole situation with Bronny, because I'm just so curious where he's gonna be. So yeah, that's it for the video, man. I'm about to head out. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible, as I said before. So tap that subscribe button, tap the bell beside the subscribe button so you can be notified when I post. If you want me to react to more videos like this, let me know in the comments or hit me up with a DM on my Instagram at night_tie. So yeah, stay blessed, stay lit, and I'm out.